Hi, good evening, good night. Oh, no, do. What is this? Oh, gosh. What a... What a mighty God we serve. What a panka panka. Oh, God, Jesus. So, hold on. Trump a put on tariff on Jamaica. Mr. Trump a put on tariff on Jamaica. I never say anything like that. How wrong with this man here? No, Mr. Trump, man. A little country like we say we there struggle and people have your run will come to your country. And you really put on tariff on them sitting up on the whole world. I want to go on. You want can't run the world, sir? You want cannot run this world. Great time you come here for run it by yourself and couldn't run it, my brother. Nobody take up the challenge in your old age. And my advice is you cannot run this world, my brother. I'm going to tell you, if I say something, maybe somebody will say, put on my reading glass. I will Auntie Jenna say. Even the God who created heaven and earth make changes. We can tell them says, keep Sabbath. They still not keep Sabbath. Ah, boy. Anyway, me have so much to talk about tonight. But I don't know if anyone see the Integrity Commission report that they sent out. And we want to look at it. Let me read for you. For immediate release. Integrity Commission requisition public bodies to provide particulars of land and asset divestment, public-private partnership and acquisition. That's what the Gigi, how you do? Good night. The Integrity Commission is saying, April 3rd, 2025, the Integrity Commission has requisitioned 12 public bodies to provide to it by May 30, 25, detailed particular concerning all land, asset, divestment, public-private partnership, and acquisition transaction executed by them during the period of July 2024 to December 31st. This includes warrant exemption. The Commission initiate, which will be supported by a new web-based system, is geared toward ensuring enhanced compliance, accountability, and transparency in respect of land, asset, divestment, public-private partnership, acquisition, transaction, executed. The data will be requested biannually. So biannually, but then the formal requisition, which was issued under the hand of the Commissioner Director of Mr. Kevin Stephen, require all permanent secretaries and heads of public bodies of 12 agencies selected to participate in the pilot stage of the implementation, private partnership acquisition, executed as well as contract particulars in respect to transactions that commence within the reporting period but have not yet processed to the execution of an agreement. So these are the 12 agencies. And while you're listening, I want you to type in the comment which of these you know that is under in our Andrew office, right? National Land Agency, Development Bank of Jamaica, Urban Development Corporation, the Ministry of Economics, Growth and Job Creation. That one let me sure in an Andrew office. Am I right? Type in the comment. If I'm right, type in the comment. You hearing me? Type in the comment. National Land Agency, Development Bank of Jamaica, Urban Development Corporation, Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, SCH Holding Jamaica Limited, Factories Corporation of Jamaica, Tourism Product Development Corporation, National Road Operation and Construction Company Limited, Port Authority of Jamaica, St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, National Housing Trust, and Housing Agency of Jamaica. I'm correct. Thank you, Gigi. Chrissy, only 10. You are Jamaican. I am too. What do you have to say on this development? And they give them until the end of next month in order to submit. You know, say Andre in more trouble again though. You mean a son trouble there? I hear one something around at the back. I never like the back door. Oh, don't give me 1 minute, I'm going to make sure. Because I hear one sound. Alright, it closed. I don't know what me do hear a little sound, so I just go look. Just to make sure. Yeah, good night, Estina. All of them in a green briefcase. Oh, alright. So, hold on there. I'm going to make a reason tonight. National Land Agency. Whose ministry that is? What if I him have? So the National Land Agency fall underneath Andrew. But all that come like him as the minister for everything anyway. So I don't know what kind of question that may ask. But what would he have to do though with the Development Bank of Jamaica? Type in the comment. Development Bank of Jamaica. I know the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. SCJ Holding. Him have something to do with that. If that demanded it also, they don't want to find green underwear. So you're saying all of these, let me make sure I get it right. Are you saying to me on this live, that means and me come and say it, are you saying these 12 agencies are under Andrew Holiness? On the type in the comment for me. On a type in the comment there for me, please. On a type in, are you guys on the live? Help me with this. Minicraft say yes. Then this the look. Oh, oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. No. On the shore. On the shore. All on the shore. Let me read them again. National Land Agency, Development Bank of Jamaica, Urban Development Corporation, Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, SCJ Holding Jamaica Limited, Factories Corporation of Jamaica, Tourism Product Development Company, National Road Operation and Construction Company Limited, Port Authority of Jamaica. No man, number 10 in our office though. St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. That's not in a film office. So that one I can take out. National Housing and Trust. Housing Agency of Jamaica. That one that I know him have dealing with. I'm telling you what me know. 19. But I'm going to tell you what me know of a fact. I am sure Housing Agency of Jamaica, National Housing Trust, I am sure of SCJ Holdings Jamaica Limited, I am sure of the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. I am not sure of the others because that's what I don't know. So honestly, I come here a while and talk, but I am not sure the agencies them that him responsible for. Which part in the history of Jamaica, I never see one prime minister have so much under him belt. And out of them, they want to talk about him. I look on Matthew Samuda. When they ever go turn on water, and him have to go turn on the water. He couldn't even help, he couldn't even allow the man to go turn on the water. So I'm going to give them office and the portfolio, but none of them are him operate. It's a one-man band. It's a one-man band. Now, this is something of concern for us to look at tonight that I did not look at before. And I'm going to open the phone line shortly. That somebody who is listening to me and have a better knowledge than I have can come on this platform and name the 19 agencies. Good evening, Zena. The 19 agency that is underneath the Prime Minister. And if it's a fact, apart from St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, that all the other 11 of these that the Integrity Commission is requesting information on, that they are all underneath its portfolio. Now, if that is so, then we are in serious trouble as a nation and a people. Type in the comment and tell me what you think. I'm going, somebody send me this one. Let me open it and hear what this is saying.
Offering monthly payments on AC maintenance plans. Sign up today to get your first maintenance free.
I
hear man kind of lie on 20 million and 28 million. Lie. Me not take no salary increase. My salary is what it was before. And I tell you something, I feel like just keep back up. Because he's a proud man, you know.
Alright, my name there, something like that. Zainab, because I don't know all, but disaster preparedness and emergency management should be removed. So that is one of them too. UB, how you doing? Good night. UB, do you have any information and can you tell me all the agencies that are, I learned that is 19 agencies underneath the Prime Minister governance. I Nardi, Sharon Mackenzie, good evening. I want you, maybe you can type in the comment. I am going to read back what the Integrity Commission put out, and apart from St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, I want you to tell me if all of these are underneath OPDEM. That one is there too. Alright, listen to these. National Land Agency, type in the comment for me. Does it fall underneath the portfolio of the Prime Minister? Housing and NEPA. I'm asking from what the Integrity Commission is saying. National Land Agency, who is responsible? Who is responsible? Type in the comment for me. Whose portfolio the land agency fall, National Land Agency fall under? It's the PM. Alright, so that's one. The Development Bank of Jamaica. Whose portfolio? I Minicraft. You're saying NEPA. NEPA is under its control too. Arbin. So the development bank doesn't fall under it. Can we just want to be honest, you know? The Urban Development Corporation, who is that for? Who under which portfolio? I Clive, under whose portfolio that fall under? Urban Development Corporation. In the Office of the Prime Minister, these are NEPA, EOJ, the CAC, OUR, HAJ, the UDC, the PC, PCJ, the ODEPM, and so land agency come underneath it. So it's under the PM, the UDC under the PM. And Norman Brown, who then say, man, I'm a business partner, the Integrity Commission last year say, conflict of interest, and him withdraw him case from taking the Integrity Commission to church. You hear me? To church. To court, I mean. Oh my God. So absolutely then, Land Agency, Urban Development Corporation, Ministry of Economics, Growth and Job Creation. So that's 3. SCJ Holding, that one we know underneath him too. That's 4. Factories Corporation of Jamaica. I don't think that fall underneath him though. Tourism Product Development Company. I don't know whose portfolio. That should have been under anything with land underneath him portfolio. They're smart man. I think that would fall under Edmund Bartlett Control. Tourism Product, would it be? National Road and Construction. Who is responsible for that one? National Road Operating and Construction Company Limited. Shirley. Who is Shirley? But me not sure say the Housing Agency of Jamaica is under the Prime Minister and National Housing Trust. Put all of them they under in portfolio. I don't sure for the Port Authority of Jamaica, and I know the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. That would fall underneath local government. So that would actually come under where ugly man name again, man. Him not so mad. Him man put all I say them in a one place because he want to have it's all about control. So now on them belt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that I Desmond, you're right, Desmond. 7 out of the 12 that I know is underneath the Prime Minister portfolio that he must send information by the 30. Hey, trouble did I know? I don't hear this I know. I'm more trouble did I? I'm going to say if they're going to respond by the deadline. Yeah? What can go so? What kind of go? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you alone on the line. Whether I want to support the GLP or not support the PMP. But you know what, honestly tell me that the way in which the country is going, with the way the Prime Minister structured the country and the ministries and all of that, are you happy, any one of you, every other labor, right? Are you happy in this direction? We haven't seen it like this before, so it is surprising. Are you happy that one man controls so many? Explain it to me. No, look at it. Or he could spread all of this across and build up his MPs, right? Him have 49. Him have 49 in a parliament. And him could not spread it. Him could have given all of them. Not, most of them in a parliament don't have a ministerial office, you know. Because right now, the only ministry that may see operating that is not Christopher Tufton, Health Ministry. Well, he put Flavor there. I know it's a Flavor that get one heap of help secretly. But anyway, and he put Matthew Samuda, and he put Charles Jr., Ed Bartlett. That's 5. Which other office? Well, I like how you put that partner. Them don't have no use. Them don't have no use. So you're right. You're perfectly right. But you could have trained them on the job, but then give them raise and then other use. Disaster management is my thing. You see the confusion in the recent earthquake abroad. We are also due a big one. Choo-choo. Are you saying to me, time come, that Matthew Samuda is not a full minister? He operates from the office of the Prime Minister? I didn't know that. I thought after he won the by-election and he gave up the Senate seat and then he was restored back to the minister's office, I thought he was a full minister. But now you're letting me know so I'm the full minister. So hold on there. Then I kind of sit there and start to get me confused because I don't understand. So if he's not a full minister, do you get a full minister pay? Time come, I'm asking the question. If you're not a full minister, do you still get a full minister pay? We say, Gigi said, Matthew is just a little water boy. Matthew is just pretending. Like Anne-Marie Valls, only knock decks. Oh, they only knock the decks. Remember that Matthew is a doer. No, that is not the point of his statue or anything. You know, I am saying Robert Morgan too is not a full minister. I don't understand them kind of something, you know. I don't understand these things. I'm glad I bring up this tonight because I know a lot of Jamaicans out there don't know neither. So all of them have one title, but they're halfway. Not sure of the compensation package. This is something for us Jamaicans to know. So why did they get a raise? Does all of these ministers in the parliament entitled to the raise that was offered? But they are doing halfway jobs? Oh, some of them get position because for their loyalty. I am asking the questions. Is it that the people of Jamaica paying them a salary, but they are not doing a complete job? But that's what I'm trying to ask, because I know cabinet ministers get more. But I am learning now that all who have them something behind their name, they are not a full minister. And I would love to know. I hope this is true, you know. We need to really seek out if they might get full pay or half pay. Not entitled. No man, this is really, really bad. This is really bad. And boy, I don't know if we don't want to see the country continue in the way in which it is continuing, or we want a change, because it cannot be changed for the worse. It has to be changed for the better, because this don't look good none at all. This don't look good none at all. I'm going to play one little clip that I was watching on TVJ with, they were doing an interview with persons who come out and talk about buying votes, vote buying. And the people they didn't show their faces, but they were not afraid to speak out. Yet these people sit down. God will be shifting and sifting. The only change is when we call it and He know and He knows. We can't continue. This is absolutely madness. That's the thing I look for. This is what? Madness. Alright, let me see if I find. Go and play something for you. You remember I run out the other day and talk, I'm going to make hear Damian Crawford set the record straight. And I feel so good. Because some of the young people they don't know them something. So when they come out and chat foolishness about who a baby father, who have paternity and all of that, I'm going to hear it. The internet will give me trouble, you know, open up.
No, they say for a rainy day. I hear the finance minister say, oh, we save, and when we save, we can spend, and we can save for a rainy day. They say the PMP is not the saving party. Well, let's analyze a rainy day because COVID-19 was a rainy day.
You're right,
Leon. A rainy day, COVID-19, let's analyze. Let's analyze. We already told about that already. Lies will not win in this election. And now I'm going to show a lie. But when COVID came, they depended on the NHF, which was created by the People's National Party. That is the PMP saving fund that they had to raise. Go on again, Sophie, I don't want it too long. When COVID came, they depended on the Universal Access Fund. All of the spending for children to get access on the wireless, and that was a PMP saving fund. Come again. They depending on the tourism enhancement fund. Go on, man. Come again. I'll beat them. Okay. They depending on the NFC. Created by the People's National Party. E-learning Jamaica. PMP saving fund. Chasing. PMP saving fund. Come again. Chase fund. PMP saving fund. Had it not been for the PMP saving fund, they could not have executed 40 years ago. Where would we be? I give you no heart. I give you no heart. I rewarded Edward Siagafard. I gave him a plaque. He came to the dinner. He wasn't as what do you call it now? Biased as you. He came to the PMP while he was dinner, and I gave him a plaque. Look, NHT, created by the PMP in 1976, Michael Manley. Jamaica Social Investment Fund, 1996, PJ Patterson. Chase Fund, 2002, PJ Patterson. Right. National Health Fund, 2003, PJ Patterson. Right. E-Learning Jamaica, 2003, PJ Patterson. Right. Tourism Enhancement Fund, 2004, PJ Patterson. Right. Universal Access Fund, 2004. Do you see Holiness name up there?
Not in the implement.
But wasn't the source of funds. So it wasn't the saving fund. But it's a program that they depend on. But I'm showing you that how is it that the band raiders are saying that they're better than the farmers of the corn? They're claiming paternity.
We have a name for it.
They're claiming paternity for Jamaica's fiscal turnaround. And they say that the period 2007 to 2011 is proof of that paternity. But let us look in divorce court what happened in 2007 to 2011. The IMF suspended disbursement to Jamaica in 2011. The IMF refused to give them anything more. It says during the JLP administration led by Bruce Golding, the IMF suspended disbursement. Let's go into details. February 2010, Jamaica entered a 27-month standby agreement with the IMF. What happened before February 2010? In 2007, the United States financial meltdown. Audley Shaw, the then Minister of Finance, 2008,
Yes.
said that Jamaica will benefit.
Yes.
Don't forget also that Andrew Holiness was a senior member of that cabinet.
It's
So while Audley Shaw was the one speaking, he was speaking on behalf of the entire Jamaica Labour Party cabinet. And when they ignored that financial crisis and the negatives started to pile up, they went back to the IMF in 2010. By January 2011, less than a year, the program had gone off track. What were the reasons? Slippage in meeting fiscal targets, the one that we set and meet every time in 2011 to 2016. They're saying that we are less fiscally responsible when the evidence said we met all our fiscal targets than those who did not.
What can go so?
What can go so? And then it says, inadequate progress on structural reforms. Not adequate enough. Inadequate. The opposite of adequate. So much so that a warning wasn't sufficient. But cease and desist from giving any money. As a result, the IMF halted disbursement. And guess what happened? And other partners such as the World Bank, the IDB, and the EU also withheld funding. So when IMF did it, it wasn't because PMP talked to them, because that's what they're going to read with later. That PMP tell IMF not to give them. The World Bank says true. The EU said facts. The IDB said, what manner of a government is this? Who was over here? The current Prime Minister was over there. Later became Prime Minister on the back of Bruce Golding. What happened between 2011 when he promised bitter medicine and 2016 when he could say prosperity? The only thing that happened is the PMP turned around the fortunes of this country.
That is true. That is the truth. That is the truth. And anybody want to dispute that? That is the truth. The record is there to show the Jamaican people, since they want to go back in time, who did more better for this country. Who? Andrew is in there and tell me one legacy that him implement that is going to leave. Type in the comment. Type a legacy of Andrew for me, please. Somebody type in Andrew legacy for me. Nobody not hearing me. Corruption. Thank you, Gigi. He will leave office as being the most corrupt prime minister in the history of Jamaica. Let me say it again. The legacy will be leaving. The most corrupt. You hear what I said, the most corrupt? I said nobody else never have corrupt in them, because nobody not perfect. But he is the most corrupt. And the same PJ where everybody are talking about 18 here, him this and that. PJ Patterson have a legacy. PJ Patterson have a legacy. Oh, Janet Ray said 28 bank account. Oh, Beverly saying lie. Robbery legacy. Sealage. You hear Damien Crawford just talk about how many things where PJ Patterson implemented that is benefit the Jamaican people until today. That's why you call legacy. Because Jamaica people now got benefit from the bank account. The Jamaica people now got benefit from the corruption. So when we come out here as the older one and we are showing out the thing, I want to listen, especially the younger people. Walking around cutting ribbon. See now, how much I'm agency under integrity investigation again? I see them going like they want to extend a arm. Mr. Marlene Malawi for the run out and say something, you know. But one thing I want to tell you, you better not call the election now. Because the longer on the take for call it, and the more scandal are coming away. And we've been saying this from the other day. And see, it is clear now that more are come. Because I can assure you, he cut the most ribbon. Enrich himself and his follower. Yes. Leon says corruption. When I look back for the Integrity Commission report. How am I up on this thing? Remember how much of them we say in the office? The land agency, the National Land Agency. Him need to answer to that. Him need to answer to the Urban Development Corporation, Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, the SCJ Holding Jamaica Limited, National Housing Trust and Housing Agency of Jamaica. Desmond Mackenzie must answer for the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation. It's under his portfolio, so he must know. Scandal of weak government. That's true, Nathaniel. Makala, good night, Miss Jane. Blessing. Thank you. But I thought the land agency. But who's the Minister of Land? Hold on. One time in government you'd have who is land minister. So we don't have no land minister. Andrew is the Minister of Land. Peter Baker said Minister Land Agency underneath him. Urban Development. Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. The SCJ Holding Jamaica Limited. I don't know about National Housing Trust and Housing Agency of Jamaica. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good night, Missy Brown. How you doing? Delia, good night. Huh? All of them. All of them. Everybody's trying to tell me say all of them. But I don't think of him. But everybody say half job of people they have. One more disgrace again. One more big old dirty disgrace. I don't know what tell me so that Jamaica people that sit down and vote back this man in for third term. Let me tell you something on the live tonight. Me not gonna live among so much food. Because if me say not do back that, even though me know say them are gonna spend money enough on the ground. See where it come out and people are talking say, in our last election in 2020 when money spent, one woman talks say she get money. TVJ was doing the interview. I was looking back for the clip. I was looking back for the clip to make her hear it. For herself. 90% in the office. EOJ in the office. Our ombudsman. What are they? One them people at Jamaica. One not open on the eye. One not open on the eye and say it's a dictatorship. This a people man who want to run the country under. All the land them are going to show up now. Yes. Thank you, Ranis. Yes. Janet McIntosh. Good evening to you. Hold on there. Let me say I can find back the clip. Everything more will come. Let me tell you something, man. I don't know some people out there are talk about this thing and it looks so bad. May I look back for the clip with the how far down it there now? The woman and the man attack. Or the member of parliament then can let her for money. I'm gonna find it here so then I wait now. Let off the money. One woman says some of them want to come pay a little bit of money. And she not sell her vote for a little bit of money. She telling say 20 grand and she get 20 grand. Because she says she have to get something she can buy, something to put on her stall. And that's how democracy, this government hijack democracy. And when you look, you see Marlene Malauufo that come out and can talk about the election not legally due for September. Let me find it and she make on a hear it. But she want to come say, election no must. Election no must come September. That means should I try experience it, I'm going to make on hear it. Let me find it back on my channel because I'm not find this stuff. I think I ate this. Let me see if I ate this. Come again to the channel. Life with Jennifer J. I am your girl. I'm gonna think I ate this now. My viewers, my friend. Let me see. No, I don't eat this. But maybe just make gonna hear the part here, so.
The date of Parliament, and that is 5 years, and the life of the Parliament commences.
Imagine, Errol,
on the first sitting of the Parliament after general elections.
Listener.
Not when the general elections are held, because we know that the electoral laws.
So what? Let me pause it. Where should I try to say? The election that drew back on the date that the election was run. It is when the Parliament sit after the election was run. That's when it start back. But from all we know about election in Jamaica, you ever hear this happening in Jamaica? Where say Missy Brown sacrifice the people? Oh, Ranice, you're saying Isaac speak about it. September 15 no later or it cannot call it again. Well, let me read good what you say. Isaac has spoken. It has to be called by September 15. No later or he cannot call it again. Alright, so that is when the Governor General now would step in and make it mandatory that the Parliament be dissolved and a date be set for. Or something they're up to, you know. You see, long time we're telling upon this live on the now. You know what happened? Sometimes the little channel, them when I have the big platform, people not really pay you that much mind. But you know, so everything where we discuss over here, so we are seeing it manifesting right before our eyes. So the first sitting was September 15. So, you take your September election Africa. But when you see she come out like that, you know, as some little tricky in the business they're in, me telling you, say, I told you guys, I told you that the republic that they were trying to run up so fast with was only for their gain. The Portmore parish is the same thing. They're just trying to see where they could, and anyhow they have gotten through with the Portmore parish, they would have manipulated some other boundaries. What is it they have hiding that they don't want to leave the Parliament? Think about that, Jamaica. Think about that. Come on, everybody on the live, just give the live a thumbs up or double tap your phone screen and bring it up a little bit more. Something serious is happening. That's why you see them a try to hold on. In the coronavirus, the election was called 11 months before it was due. Why? Because they saw that they had it covered. And they run out. Now we are 5 months away. Now we start April now, so April, May, June, July, August, 5 months away. Them hiding them loot, man. I that them a hide, man. I something up in there hide. I something a hide. We can't continue like this, man. I have never seen no other prime minister in Jamaica try to hijack democracy as I am seeing it right before our eyes. And we lay back and nobody coming out to say anything. This is absolutely unacceptable. It is unacceptable, my viewers. I told you, it's a lie I saw. And nobody tell me to do politics. I was contemplating, what did I do else? Should I do cooking, do something, just do something. I was trying to find a niche. And I was actually scrolling on TikTok and I saw him talking about and grew up in a 1-2-room house. I said, but wait, in the election in 2020, then I see a man that come out and say, he grew up in a 1-room house. And I go back and search for the clip and I find it on Facebook. And from this, I'm going to make a clip and put it out and say, Andrew not speaking the truth. And I realize that people are react to it. And because I feel like make me start do politics. Pro B saying at the Kroll report that they no want the warrant. As I talk about that, I see lawyers representing the lady that they hold. Let me see if I can find it back. When we did see it again, was it the Gleaner? Is saying that they are requesting the Kroll report and they oversee forensic that it came, they want it, and the court said they must apply, the court give the go-ahead for them to send a request to the DPP. And them kind of something make them fight for the DPP if you stay up in up there, You think because she's the best DPP? Because she move like she move like a snail, Because when you check out in the wall of them up in a district, let me find it and show it to you guys. I'm trying to remember if it is. Sorry, this morning I'm planning to do a clip on it, not to get the chance. Where woman name again when they lock up again? Jean Panton. Our lawyers are asking for the Kroll report. Why we can't see it? It's a mass market golden you're talking about. Lira, no, I'm not talking about Mark Golden. It's not Market Golden. I don't know who name Market Golden. Go try write better and spell better before you come on my channel. Go ask me nonsense. You can't know when you're not labor right. I say, I just know no buy on the fruit. Buy on the fruit, me know. Anytime I saw the company channel and can't spell, I just know who no is. Go learn for spell. Because you're marked in a category. So go learn for spell. I look for it, my people, for sure know it. So the lawyer is asking, see it here, yeah. The title said SSL has no leg. Panton defense attorney push for access to Kroll audit report. The lone accused. I wonder if she one couldn't do all of them or something there. She a idiot took off any time to get locked up and she now up in fishy mode. The lone accused in the multi-million-dollar fraud investigation at Stocks and Security Limited, Jean and Panton, is pushing for access to the Kroll audit report to use as part of her defense in the trial slate for May 4th next year. Panton legal team, which is requesting disclosure of the document, along with the other report prepared by the Financial Service Commission, as well as other internal and external audit, has been instructed by the court to put in request in writing to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. Let me answer this call. Hello, good night.
Good night, my
and strength.
Good night. How you doing?
How was everything?
Ah, boy. We there go and hold it 1-2.
Oh.
Good night, Pat. Yeah.
I realized that I'm alive.
Yeah, man. I'm alive.
Yeah. I just want to call in and, try to give the viewers a little, what I know. I remember we were having the same argument,
Yeah.
and I know this lady would come out. What guy name again? Yes, somebody would always sing it. Can't say never one, oh no.
Yeah. Can't say we never warn you.
He can't stand up and tell oh no, yes. So I lot of people say, oh, I am a very delusional person. Me tell them say this is a man on a figure election, But let me explain to the viewers. I'm sorry, say me never had the computer up and running, For me could then just come on and we go through this section.
Yeah, but we can't add you again because me not saying you none yet.
Yeah, but what did you know, what Malaho is saying is it is not wrong, Excuse me.
Yeah, what is it she's saying?
What she's saying, is not constitutionally wrong, It is morally wrong and ethically wrong. It doesn't stand with the tradition.
Yeah.
But what she's saying is actually the truth. Because, look here, I'm not defending them,
No, but from what I hear, Isaac Buchanan came out and said the parliament did call the 15th of September.
No, excuse me, Auntie Jane. Let me tell you how it's
No, Marlene Malauford says the election is due till when parliament did first gather. I see Dayton Campbell put out a statement, and I hear Isaac Buchanan was talking about it. So the longest this election can go till is the 15th of September, because that's when the parliament first meet after the third general election. So Marlene Malauford was saying that like something about a 3 month. Explain that the 3 month to me.
Alright, let me explain the 3 month, and I want to be specific. She is correct. The Constitution says that there is not a fixed date of election, and this is why me they tell people say, I don't know why they elect this man in back in.
No. Hold on. Just hold on a little. There's no fixed date, but by the laws of Jamaica say every 5 years.
No, let me explain.
No, there's nothing to explain in regards to the 5 year. The Constitution set out that. That's what me just read today. Well, I just read that today. That every 5 years, every 5 years, Jamaica had an election to choose a prime minister. And it can be called before and it can be called after the 5 year period, but not more than the time when the parliament first meet.
Excuse me, where did you read that?
Somebody sent it to me.
Is it a document in the Constitution?
A part of the Constitution, and Dayton Campbell came out and said something similar to that.
No. Excuse me. I'm not saying you're wrong, but we have to go by the laws of the country, and that is why I'm explaining to you tonight is that what I'm saying. Let's let me talk, please, and then you can.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna make a comment and justify when Malauford said, because all the while, when time them broke the law, every time them broke the law, them never uphold the law and then lose. So she never did know. So the other time when them broke the law, she never did see that, but she come out and talk about election now. And no other prime minister in a Jamaica never ever tried to go against the 5 year limit in Jamaica. It was always before, but not after. It's one time I saw that happen in '89, and it's when Gilbert came.
89 was how much year?
Not 89. 88 should be the election. Remember now, the slap election that Edward Siaga called was 83. So the 5 year would have taken it up to 1988. That's the year when Gilbert came. So because of the disaster that took the island, it could not be called until 89.
Yeah. Yes, because that is what the Constitution says. And Holiness never follow that. Jamaica has a crisis in 2020 and he called it 11 months, as I said before.
Of course. Of course. So let's say, and I understand part of what Marlene Malawuford is saying, you know. But what I'm trying to say here, I mean, not even want to say nothing for even justify it. Why you come up now with that? And I tell people, say, because them want to extend the day. So them testing the water for come out to see how people will react. Because it will take them closer, forget Portmore Parish.
Yeah, excuse me. So let me explain to you now what Malawu was saying. Okay, so according to the Constitution, elections are supposed to be held every 5 years. Well, listen to this. And I think we should go and take the Jackson Miller. She have a similar thing to it.
I understand. Listen, I understand if there is, we're not going to war, but if there's any disaster or anything like that, and yes, we could have an outbreak in a right, all of that. Anything of a certain magnitude could put the election off. That we know, because we've seen that happen already.
Yeah. All right, let me explain to you, please. I'm not justifying what she's doing. But what I'm saying is that the elections are to be held every year, right? We established that already. Here's what the Constitution says. In the section 64 or something like that, it says that is it the first sitting? Yes. So the parliament shall last to the first sitting.
That's it.
So that is September 15.
Yes.
All right. It doesn't mean, hello, listen to the point now. It doesn't mean that an election has to be called September 15. It doesn't show that the Governor General has to step in. Listen to this. But it tells us that in the case, the Parliament will automatically dissolve itself. Meaning that they can go to Parliament. But the Constitution says, when the Parliament automatically dissolves itself, they have a 3-month extension. So they have to call the election within 3 months. So the election could be even called in December. So did you know that Andrew Holiness, he not have to call the election September 15, you know. Him can make the Parliament dissolve and call the election in December.
And that's exactly what them want to do. That's what them are head for.
Yes. But it's not illegal. It's not illegal.
Well, whether illegal or not illegal, we are going to war for now on here. You know why? Them not get no extension. We are going to take to the street.
So
no, because look how much, Roland, they broke how much Constitution of Jamaica for push thing, and still now want we for come here to it now for please them. No, we're not going with it, my brother. Tell you, so we're not going with it.
So that's why I'm saying, look here. You know, talking about this matter with this just hurt me.
I remember saying case court, in case court to October too, you know. So why would you want to push it over in court date? That's why the court grant him and said the election is September. That's why they grant him the same thing after a court, after election. That's why the court granted me.
Excuse me, Andrew Jende. I mean, the beliefs enough of Jamaican are speaking out about this for what I know. This Prime Minister is an anti-democratic Prime Minister. I think it was a man program. They go over there and he say, and you agree with me. We say yes, because how can you, as a Prime Minister, want to overturn the results of the people? They elected Leon Thompson as the mayor. If they would elect Mark and Edwards, he won't do it.
No, he wouldn't do it. He would not do it. And that's what me saying to the Jamaica people. All when the Constitution say right, him not fi come here and get no right out of the constitution because them broke everything. Just like how it is traditionally every 5 years we have election, a 5 year we want it, my brother. Me no want we no no other nothing, we no want hear nothing. We no want hear nothing. We want it September, brother. September. If we lose, we lose. We want it September.
Me no feel you call it September neither, you know. If you call it no.
You not call it now, so we are game till when him did call it the last time. The 5 year. No other prime minister in Jamaica ever got over the 5 year except for when we did have Gilbert. And if you can tell me otherwise, tell me otherwise. So it's something that we look forward to every 5 year.
Well, we don't want to call it September, but the prime minister look here, Anthony. Whether we take to this, we don't know what his plan is. As I said before,
no, and the Delano part. You don't know Delano, 1 minute caller. You don't know Delano vice said, but no man, and Delano this.
Oh.
No, but somebody asked me if you are Delano. They want me to take you off for now. No, alright, hear me go. I'm not saying the constitution is not right. And what can happen in the event of certain things. That me know. My problem is, everybody else call it every 5 years or before the 5 years. And this election must be no difference to please Andrew Holiness. That's what we're saying.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, Andrew, we no see why they bring it over into September. Because to me, he doesn't really serve any relevance anymore.
Yeah, but if I were you say I go and him not intend for call it, so him intend for lengthen it out. So I'm going to use every means for lengthen it out. I'm going to tell him, I wonder if somebody over here can hear and care back at it. He could have stretched it till he can. You know a Jamaica term? He could have stretched it till. You could have, listen up, he could have stretched it. Remember, my little granddaughter couldn't talk the word them good enough. And she wants to stretch out. She said, nobody stretch me out. Andrew, nobody can stretch me out here tonight because we want election for call. I prefer the election call. I always my heart I go grieve if you know say he win back the election. Me that forgot just accept it, say I saw it go. More than him die a perlang, I don't want to call it. Yeah, what me I put it? Me say if we lose, me I feel better now, so I call that him a perlang it. Me can't take him no more.
No, but we shouldn't win money. Lose money. We can't lose the election.
Time come, me now attack the caller. That's not my point. Do you hear I say to the caller that somebody send me something to them, me see me understand it. I am saying to you, that's what me saying. This is here where me say good. Listen what me saying. I am saying traditionally this is how we anticipate our election every 5 years. The constitution also make room for that also. So we not go beyond that. Go read it. But in the case of anything, it have addition to it. So it's not like say a more than 5 year it is therefore. It is saying every 5 years we should elect our prime minister. But in the event of there's whatever, or if it never did call and it have to dissolve and all of them something, we understand that. That's the point. But what I am saying, Andrew will try to do anything in order to see how much more vote they can buy or anything like that. We are saying, we the people, we don't want to accept that. We want it the 5 years. Because we don't have no war broke out and we don't see no disaster. Well, if by then we have something significant, that's a different thing.
But excuse me, Andrew. What I'm trying to say apart from that issue, the Prime Minister shouldn't be on the ballot, you know. He shouldn't be on the ballot.
He shouldn't be on the ballot.
This is a man who is going to election with a party.
Shouldn't be on the ballot. And it's an embarrassment to it too. For having him go on ballot, for go still run back for Prime Minister.
The illicit thing. And especially, he in July, he is supposed to be the chairman of the Caribbean, of the CARICOM. It's an embarrassment to
imagine,
the region.
Look, in the height of a pandemic, when the world never know if we are go or we coming, and people's life was at risk, which after that we see a spike in the outbreak of the virus. The man called the election. The man called the election, you know. Lest we forget that, you know. So what could have been now when we don't have no pandemic? That him want to stretch. For you see, Marla, I said that I sit down there that they want to stress it. Use all the avenues to lengthen it out. Why? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm not talking about what the Constitution says. I am saying why when we were in danger, you never protect it and wait and see where we were going. Why?
I knew that a day in Jamaica would come like this. When we have a dictatorship leader. I know, you know. I want Jamaica who is under this man. I'm 2011 to know. I know that this man is not. Hello. I don't know if at this program we talk it about. But me tell you, say, you know, the PMP must be vigilant. If the PMP win the election night, don't think Andre's gonna come out and say the PMP win. He's not gonna accept the results.
Yeah. Well, me hear what go on. Me never can keep your hand forever, you know, because a data me use on the phone where you talk. You understand? So me can't me do you 15 minutes, so me can't go no further. But thank you for calling and support. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, me still a fair use data. Yeah. So when you call, me can't give everybody like half an hour and all of that. Me have to use up the time. Make everybody. Hear me now. Early saying antigen, this man talk like no, him not really well me not know, but him not really labor right still, but him know the Constitution and he know certain things and him right. My point is that me not to rebel against the right of it, you know. What I am talking about is that I see when we're in a danger. Look at where me I look back. And as time comes, say, yes, I know the Prime Minister have all the authority to call the election where they want to call it. And because him abusing power so much. Look when the by-election with Matthew Samuda. That's an abuse of power, you know. Make one somebody resign and within the time they resign and call the election. That's abuse of power. So if the other side did really want the time for go say them go campaign for come run, they wouldn't even have no time. That's why I'm doing it. Come on, man. The man is not democratic man. The man want head like Putin. That's where he want to take the country to. Born again, good evening. So that we are talking about. So hear my point. You see all them run out and come talk about say Mark Golding a dual citizen and morally, yes, the Constitution say dual citizen can stay in the parliament, but morally, it doesn't look good for you vying for the highest office in the land and have dual citizenship. Don't for honor did say that are true. So why not morally? We can't have the election just like how we used to have it before with everybody else every 5 years. Why? Why we are trying to go use every ground now to give some extension? I want to view that. I want to talk to me, man. Make we talk. Morally. And that we heard that from Mark Golding, you know, say morally. And all of the man denounce it, me hear Sinclair say, him still want, where word do I use? Hold on, let me say it fine here. I know me see it. Let me tell you what Sinclair saying one. Hey, sometimes I see them attacking someone and they just upset my spirit. I'm not for really make my spirit upset. I'm going to look back for it and tell you what he said. He want for Mark Golding. Charles Sinclair come out and say, we all gone down, we all gone at the meeting and gone talk about Janice Allen have dual citizenship. That Janice have to come out and clear up, say, she not have no dual citizenship. That's the type of dirty politics they want to run. Them is a set of, They upset people's spirit, yeah, man. Let me see if I find it back. Same one. Let him ask a request that him want see. Him want see like documentation. Because I just something they want to talk about, you know. Are we there a trend for yes, alright. I'll tell you good night. Charles Sinclair, where him there again. I want to tell you the correct word in he use. As if when Mark Golding come out for Andre Stevens show, that's not enough. Him want to see documentation. Me I say to myself, hold on there. You look like them people that take Mark Golding for boy. Good night, Mark. That's a good thing, Katina. Me not hear nothing about Mark. You saw them hypocrite? You saw them hypocrite? Me I will show you how they hypocrite. All along, everybody have put up posters, then little pufferellas and then little something there, you know, over the place and so. Sunday then keep on meeting a Montego Bay. And you know say it may run out. And say by the end of this week, all of them for take down. You're black, I am blacked. Then if you did black or you're there on the channel. When somebody black, then can't write on the channel. That don't make no sense. You take all of it. You're saying RGD taken over by needs. Oh, O'Neill, Arisa, good night. How you doing? Enough love. So listen what me say now. Listen what me say. And again, I am not going to say that the mayor not speaking the truth. That you can't have the poster them and set them all over a place, right? But then protect them. But you know, and really that a problem. Because then did it all along, all film did it for last year and then they take it up. Why? Because the PNP is building up momentum. The PNP is building up momentum. And because they realize that the people, even in a central St. James, a lot of the people that were at the meeting Sunday is not from Central St. James. And then I see a movie star that I'm meeting from all the Westmoreland. An imported crowd in an era Clark constituency. So that's the reason why you see them are coming like a chicken and look place for lay. So what am I trying to say here? We're good for the geese, good for the gander. The PNP when at that time call the election so that whoever win, win. I am saying now, call the election, oh win, win. What wrong with that? What wrong with that? Somebody explain it to me. I'm going to, let me see how much we can take, no more calling. I'm going to give somebody else a chance. Just remember, it cannot be a long lengthy call. So there's some like a frivolous things where you see them come out with a PNP. Alright, look on the water. Jesse Clark came out and spoke about the water contamination. One laborer come out and said him for resign because him talk about the water. Yet the water commission say they realize that contamination in our water, and then they said the water commission is wrong, but Jesse wrong. But Jesse wrong. Alfred Dice came out and spoke about what happened down a public hospital. For them senator run out, Dr. Alfred Dice must retract what him said. Then when you look, the health authority come out and say, well, they will get it fixed in a couple of days. Yet the man come out and talk the truth. And the man say, if we retract the truth. So who no trust for lead or no? Who will tell you the truth? Somebody talk to me, no man. Don't talk to me over here tonight. Don't talk to me over here. Make me reason over here, man. I'm not tired of them people here now, man. Man, we need to go them say call it, man. Seriously. 1 whole month. I'm going to Jamaica, them slackness that can happen. Only Jamaica, them slackness that happen, man. And just grieve your spirit. You see, you are the law-abiding citizen, and you sit down and you look on something. It's embarrassing. It is an embarrassment. I'm going to play this clip, make you hear what Dayton Campbell have to say.
People's National Party Media Unit.
The People's National Party has taken note of the gratuitous comments and public recitation of constitutional provisions by the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, the Honorable Marlene Malawu Fort, MP, regarding the timing of the next general election. At a time when the Jamaican people are experiencing immense hardship, with 58% saying the country is headed in the wrong direction, 66% believing corruption has increased over the last 5 years, and over 48% citing crime and violence as the country's biggest problem, the minister's intervention appears designed to inject uncertainty and confusion. It reeks of desperation and appears to test the patience of a people who are already demanding meaningful change. The Jamaican people expect to go to the polls by September 2025 to elect a new government. That expectation is not merely political, it is constitutional. It must not be frustrated. The public is already engaged, with nearly 42% of Jamaicans saying they definitely intend to vote, and another 11% say they are quite likely to vote when elections are called. The PNP reiterates that under Jamaica's constitution, if the Prime Minister does not advise the Governor General to dissolve Parliament, it will do so automatically upon the completion of its term. Once Parliament is dissolved, a general election must be held within 3 months. Jamaica is not at war, and there are no conditions currently present that would permit a lawful extension or deviation from this timeline. We caution the JLP administration against abusing or misinterpreting any constitutional provisions for which the objective requirements do not exist. This government's track record of constitutional recklessness is well documented, from pre-signed Senate resignation letters to the appointment of an acting Chief Justice in breach of convention to the NIDS legislation which was struck down by the Constitutional Court. Jamaica's constitutional democracy is strong and resilient, but it must not be undermined by an administration attempting to extend its time in power by dubious means. It must be noted that while Jamaicans are steadfast and committed to democratic norms, the minister's comments are dangerously provocative and entirely unnecessary. Both political parties are already in campaign mode, and the people rightly expect an election by September 2025. If the minister's statement was merely an attempt to test public reaction or distract from the mounting failures of governance, let it be known the PNP will not be distracted, nor will we back down from our duty to stand with the people. I am therefore calling on the Prime Minister to urgently clarify the purpose of the minister's comments and to reassure the nation that there will be no attempt to delay the election or interfere with the constitutional timeline. Now, more than ever, the country needs leadership, not evasion, distraction, or constitutional mischief.
Visit our website at pnp.org.
Alright, so from what I listen to what Dayton is saying, unless there are conditions arises to take us into those extension, constitutionally, at the 5-year, the election is due. Constitutionally, the 5-year, the election is due. And we want the election. We want the election. As I said, make we lose. Make we lose. May we satisfy. But me no want stay there and try to find all kind of setting for. Hey, you see if Mark Golden was like Peter Phillips, they would have called the election already and walk over with. But here what? Mark is the type of person where we come out and have the gimmicks and can make a pretense and and walk with him gentleman looking self like Andrew Holiness. But you know what about Mark? Mark real, for real. And not only that, Mark Golden real for real. Mark Golden know the law. Mark Golden knows the Constitution. While we have a government, them when I know, it only want to work with them when it fit there for them, but not when they violate it. But when it fit in for them now. Our year time come, I've not read for him comment. I never have pay on the mind for the life. I never see what go on. But anyway, back to what I say. It's like me. It's like me and ministry. A lot of them overlook me, people. Some look upon me and say, "Sure, should I look like she have no sense?" I saw them view me. Oh, she don't look like she have no sense. But you know something? You see one them out there dress up in a long pointed boot and them best dress. It all good. Oh, me never did a look. So I threw Mr. Pat right something and I wonder one I go on with. And them best dress. If you take them and take me and them simple as how me is and put me right here, sir, and give us a Bible quiz. And tell me who will demolish who. Okay, you know what? Sometimes God uses the base things of this earth to confound the wise. And that is the same thing I'm seeing with Mark Golden. Yeah. Oh, some of them I say, oh, you can't dress up. Oh, you can't dress up. Dressing up is not... Alright, I'm not saying to present yourself, you know, because you're in an office. But suppose you see all people right where me sit down, all the premier dress. The premier and you in the same supermarket, have on a little t-shirt and in jeans pants. But when time comes for the people's business, you go do the people's business. Because what I observe also is that the white folks don't do what we the black folks do. For instance, before a white man go buy a Gucci bag and invest the money. But with the black one now, take the last money and go buy, where Mexican ear name again? Where the ear name again, man? And Mexico come from? We take the last 30,000 go buy ear for put on power head. The white man not do it. The white man I sit down and say, one day I could have turned the 30,000 here in a 60,000. What if me just buy a flip-flop and me now buy a Jordan? Brazilian, that's the ear me I talk about. The last money, and all if you pick them, there are nothing to eat. You have to look good. That's how we think. Then tomorrow you call a beg and borrow. The white man have 30,000. He go buy food put in a house. And wash in ear and wet it and just comb through it and it's gone. No, because I hear some of them talk about Mark now dress up. And Mark can't walk in and just show you some and just slick anytime I go. May I use myself, imagine and believe. Good night. May I tell you what me see? If you see some white people sometimes how simple they go, they have money. And we not have it. That's why we now elevate, we now move nowhere. And then when you see one of somebody who strive towards success, we see one try to tear them right back down. You see it all over, Pat, so you have an understanding what I'm saying. Mark Gabriel, you come from my channel and you just come with a little dirty self. You just come with a little dirty out of the self. Are we wrong with you, man? Una move fire, man. Go away, man. Una come in like termite. Yes, man, get rid of him, man. Now I'm nothing about him. So Mark not dress up and look like, oh, no feel say Mark for dress up and look. Make him can't be prime, oh, him not have no prime minister quality. Oh, no, you see how no foolish? You see how we're foolish? But look who take constitutional and beat Andrew Holiness. Yes, the man we can't dress up. The man we can't dress up on the side can't dress up and beat him bad. Dress up on thief, Earl, I like that. Alright. I love that man. Dress up on thief. Am I coming here to say, well, Mark I gotta do everything right, I get everything right? I don't have that expectation. I don't really have that expectation. But here the expectation I have. I expect him to do morally better than Andrew Holiness. I expect Mark to do morally better than Andrew Holiness. So I'm not coming here to say, oh, am I going to be perfect and do everything? No, it's hard to find that. But it has to be better than Andrew Holiness. See you know, Integrity Commission sent out again. Guess who for name, who under for administration again? I went to my job Christmas party one year and I was ashamed. I felt so embarrassed the way. Oh, I like how you bring that out. I like how you bring that out. Oh, the phone they were off. My next phone. I never have a side of it. I would have show you something. I would have pull up one picture. Hold on. Let me say I can. I used to do voluntary work with taking lunch for the less fortunate. So what the government do each year is to, you know, keep a little, what do you call it? A little gathering for us, you know. For us as volunteers. So it was my first time going on because they said it was done by the governor's office, the governor's house. They were going to keep the celebration. People on this life. Because I just wear one simple something. But you know, oh, we show off. I went and I got a dress. I'm trying to see if I can. I think I'm going to find it. Hold on. It made it way down at the bottom. I'm going to show you something. That. Alright, see it right here, Sato? See me here beside the governor of the Cayman Island. Dress up like hell. Buy that dress for $100. Look how the man dress. Look how the white man dress. He's the governor. You hear? That's the governor. Me believe it's a governor now. Let me see if I find a more picture of me out. If you see the rest of people them, just have a little flip-flop and me dress up. Wanna see that? Look good. If you can see the silver shoes under the bottom of the dress. Well dressed up. Thank you, Neville. The man with the power and the authority. See there? See there? The white man. As simple as that. The black woman, look on the black woman side of the white man. Dress up like hell. Boy, me say, honestly, that myself when me did that, I look at me say, Jesus Christ. And when me dress up so far. But now me learn, if me I go again, me just put on one slip. Even this way you see me have on here with one skirt. And that me I put on one slippers and gone. You hear? So now when I come talk about Mark Golding and dress up, are the governor this? Well, he's not the governor anymore. He returned back to Britain. But just to tell you, see there? If you look good at the dress, you will see it. $100 me pay for the dress. Just for go to the function. Because me I say a governor's ball, so you want to look good. Not a soul. All the people them will come. Me say I can't find any more of them picture there for that. I think it on the other phone. I'll show you. Dress up. Me dress up. Look prime ministerial and down of the quality for prime minister. Which one you prefer? I prefer have somebody when I dress up and they have good morals. Nobody over here and I dress up, master. Nobody not dress up. I say all the premier for this island, everybody got faster food fare or earlies. Nobody not different from nobody here. If you see them, you wouldn't believe. Everybody just go on. But then get the job done. Because you have good road. They do what they are to do. So that's one of the things fool about dress up. Nonsense. So because you dress a certain way, make you look like you're a prime minister. But Andrew dressed like a prime minister. But am I prime minister? With the type of things them. See that now? Let me read back the Integrity Commission report where they put. And you know, I'm glad say they are some new one in there now, so they can't say Mr. Pantan this time. They can't say Mr. Wayne Pantan. That's what I was just talking about, Agri Baker. About going to a white person event. I was embarrassed dressing up like me an idiot. Oh, me look back for again. Me looking for the I want to ask you because some of you weren't here at the beginning. And I want you to tell me. The intake, let me read it again for those of you who were not at the beginning of the program. We are right with Mark Golding the way he is, and more Jamaican is clinging to him. More Jamaicans are clinging to him, and that's what we want. What we want is integrity, not dress up. Call we in the Western Hemisphere where the place so hot. I don't know where we are dressed up all in a hot sun hat in a jacket suit for. All that make no sense. Your skin can't even get for breathe. We just have this thing about dress up, dress up, dress up. I'm back, we want, brother. Alright, the Integrity Commission request, right? 12 agency. The National Land Agency, I'm here so that under Andrew Holiness leadership. It in an office. The Land Agency, oversee. The Urban Development Corporation, Andrew. Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Andrew. The SCJ Holding Jamaica Limited, Andrew. National Housing Trust, Andrew. Housing Agency of Jamaica, Andrew. I'm not sure if the National Road Operating and Construction Company in an office too. Most likely to, because if they say Nesta on go work half and half, that means in an office too. The Port Authority of Jamaica, I'm not sure if I not him neither. The Integrity Commission is giving them until the end of next month to show all transaction of land where them buy, whether they co-sign or whatever, to the Integrity Commission. Are you proud of your Prime Minister again? And a portfolio again? Where you say run everywhere except in the looks of it too. Again, you know? How much I bet me say I'm not going to answer some of them sitting here? And that's going to be the next one now. It may take them to court again to shock it down. Because I'm not going to answer it. Because any of this answer, you see the conflict of interest right here, sir? The SCJ, I got in a problem because I'm friend at the head of that part of it. And that's why the Integrity Commission has said it was a conflict of interest. Now, I know that there is something why the Integrity Commission sent for this land business. Because I will use the word allegedly, it is said that 24 lots are purchased by Andrew's son, name they use, for outer Camanas, where they're going to build some houses. 24 of the lots, allegedly. But the son named them in. So that's why the Integrity come out to say, even if you co-sign or whatever, and it's something when you see them send out this, you know, they have information. They have information. The Integrity Commission has information. Boy, oh boy, I don't know if I'm not tired to see them, I kind of sit there, boy. I feel bad than me. I feel bad than me. Alright, I've opened the phone lines back. Anybody want to call in and share? You can do so now. Just remember, you have to keep it. I'll give everybody 5 minutes. Anybody? Anybody want to share? Alright, I want to play this other clip for you so you can listen to this clip. What happened to Mr. Bull money? No, we're not gonna hear nothing. We're not hearing nothing about the money. Me hear so them busy I build up one next one under this guys. Under this guys. One next funny scheme. But Jamaica people are too fool if you have to wait and say happen.
Welcome to The Breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, spokesperson for Information and Public Communication. Each week, we cut through the noise and get straight to the facts. What's happening, why it matters, and what's next. Alright, let's talk about the Kingston Public Hospital, where 4 main operating theaters remain closed due to a mold infestation. Now, this isn't just about a malfunctioning AC system. It's a symptom of a much bigger problem. The absolute neglect of Jamaica's public healthcare and public hospitals by this JLP government. How do we spend around $28 billion on Cornwall Regional Hospital for over 8 years, up from the first announcement of 2 to 3 billion, and it's still unfinished? Where is the accountability? This government has spent billions on public relations, yet patients still have to deal with crumbling hospitals, unhygienic conditions, and broken appointments and broken equipment. The mold at KPH isn't just on the walls, it's in the system itself. The rot of the mismanagement and corruption is leaving Jamaicans at risk, while those responsible cover it up. with press conferences and photo ops.
True.
But they can't hide the reality. Our healthcare is in a crisis, and they are to blame. Now, let's talk about Jamaica's neglected markets. A fire at the Ocho market has left vendors with nothing. Millions of dollars in goods have been destroyed. And what did they get from the government? Words, not action. Local government minister Desmond McKenzie toured the site, but his message was clear. There's no quick fix, he said. But let me ask, where was the long-term fix? You've been in power for nearly a decade. Can we at least get short-term, medium-term, or long-term, but no term? And you want a third term? The JLP-led municipal corporations made big promises last year ahead of the local government election, promises to transform these markets. Yet here we are, a year later, markets like Ocho Rios and Yalas are still in disrepair. Vendors have been pleading for proper facilities for years, but instead of action, they get demands for a third term in office from Desmond. In St. James, haulage truck drivers are protesting over hefty $50,000 fines that are making it impossible for small businesses to operate and survive. The problem? This government's policies are out of touch with the reality of the common people. The people who haul steel and construction materials aren't big companies. They are small truckers trying to make a living. But instead of working with them to ensure safe and reasonable transport policies, the government just hits them with massive fines. For years, small truckers have provided an essential service for Jamaicans trying to build their homes and businesses. Now the government is making it nearly impossible for them to operate. These are not criminals. They are working class Jamaicans trying to survive. Yes, safety matters, but there also has to be a fair policy, one that ensures safety without killing small businesses in Jamaica. Instead, this government is stifling the Jamaican dream with heavy-handed, out-of-touch policies. And when the people can't take anymore and they protest, the government push back at them with heavy fines. We thought tuberculosis was a disease of the past for Jamaica, but prisons are now facing an outbreak. How does that happen in a country where every child is vaccinated against TB at birth? Is it neglect? The JLP government has consistently refused and have actually campaigned against investment in prison. Overcrowded, unsanitary, and poorly ventilated prisons create the perfect conditions for a disease like TB to spread. Prison staff, visitors, and those who leave prison enter the wider population and put us at risk. This is what happens when governments refuse to invest in basic human rights. They let the situation fester until it becomes a national crisis. But we've seen this before, whether it's in our hospitals or markets or our justice system. This government waits until the crisis is unavoidable before they even acknowledge it. Well, we see it, and the people will not forget it. That's it for this week's episode of The Breakdown.
Oh my
We don't
God.
just give you the news, we give you the...
That is so true. That is so true. I want to see this one also.
Hello. This week we're talking about the Portmore plot, how the JLP got caught trying to hack the Constitution. So, The JLP passes a law, ignores expert warnings, gets dragged to court, loses, and calls it a win. That's like breaking into a house, tripping the alarm, and saying, see, I was only testing the security system. This is the breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, and today we're talking about the Portmore Parish disaster, how the JLP tried to cheat the Constitution, how the court stopped them, and how the PNP had to step in to clean up the mess. Let's jump right into it.
Listen to it, guys. Listen to this.
So this is like the rush job no one ordered, right? The JLP's plan was simple. They were going to rush the Portmore Parish law through Parliament before anyone could have asked a who. Never mind, the Electoral Commission of Jamaica sent a letter, not a vibe check, not a blog post, not a tweet, a formal letter way back in June 2024 saying, hey guys, if you do this now, you will violate constitutional rules around constituency boundaries. You'd think that kind of warning would slow them down, don't? Nope, not these guys. Instead, they passed the Counties and Parishes Amendment Act through both houses, the upper house and the lower house. They ignored the ECJ, they skipped public consultation and tried to bully the PNP. So what happened next? The bill passed. Yep. The Governor General gave his assent and the government went full speed ahead. They gazetted it and even told the ECJ that Portmore was now officially a new parish and they should just get on with the business of preparing the voters list for this new parish. Yes, you heard that right. All right, let us be clear. This wasn't a little misunderstanding. This was a full-blown constitutional ambush. The court steps in and called a constitutional timeout. What did the PNP do? We took it to the court. And the court said exactly what we already knew. The judge issued an injunction, then forced the government to give an unequivocal undertaking, that is, a legal promise, not to bring the law into effect until they follow Section 67 of the Constitution. So basically, the court said, stop, go back, learn the rules, and try again. Next election cycle. That means no implementation of the law, no new boundaries, no Portmore as a parish until the ECJ carries out a proper review. And guess what? That review can't legally happen until February 2026, according to former ECJ chair, Professor Errol Miller. So the court didn't side with the JLP. The court restrained them. They had to give a formal undertaking, a legal pinky promise that they wouldn't act unless the Constitution is followed to the T. And if they want to reverse that promise, they need to give 30 days written notice to the PNP. Now, here comes the fun part. The JLP spin machine. Alonda Terrelong says it's a win for Portmore. I agree, just not for the JLP. The only reason this law can't take effect today is because the PNP went to court. That's not a win for the JLP. That's a save for the Constitution led by the People's National Party. Now, if this were a one-time thing, we might call it a mistake. But this government, they collect court losses like they're champs. They have a habit of fighting the Constitution and losing badly, repeatedly, bigly. Let's run the receipts. States of emergency, unconstitutional twice. NIDS bill, struck down by the court. Citizen, wrongfully detained under the state of emergency, he sued the government and he won bigly. The same government tried to put the Chief Justice on probation. That was reversed. They worked overtime to extend the tenure of their chosen DPP all the way to the appeals court. This same Prime Minister and government gave pre-signed resignation letters for JLP senators, totally illegal and slapped by the court. They delayed local government elections by a full term and only called it after we threatened legal action. This isn't a government following the law. This is a government that waits to be caught. A government that thinks the Constitution is optional, that believes process is for other people, not for them. But don't let them rebrand the blunder. This isn't about worthiness. It is about the rule of law. Your Constitution. The JLP tried to push through a change that affects how Jamaicans vote. Without respecting the Constitution, the ECJ, or you, the people. So the next time they tell you, hey, we won, tell them the court disagrees. This is the breakdown. I'm Nikisha Burchell, and when it comes to defending the Constitution, we don't spin, we roll with it.
Born again, Audrey Baker was saying, video bedbug invades St. James, St. Anne jail, some inmate to be relocated. The labor right Dr. Ellen cussing that. I saw it. I was mention of it earlier on, that he was telling him to retract about the, so you see the two clips that I show you. Let me see who else I miss out. Alright, I don't want to miss out anybody. But here we go again, my viewers, my friend and my subscriber. As the days goes by, and as we get closer to what will be our election to select a new leader for the country, it is clear, and it is even becoming more clearer, that without any prejudice, whether you're PNP or you're JLP, is something for you to sit down and look into. The way in which they are operating. Is this the way you want your country to be run? So the decision is left with you and me to make the choice. Somebody may say, I was watching a clip. You're not sure what Mark Golding will do. And that's because I don't sure what he will do. That's the reason why I want to give him a chance. Because you know what? I have seen what Andrew have done. I have seen where he want to take us. He want to take us down a slippery slope of dictatorship. So, because I've seen what he have done, and I haven't seen what Mark has done, I want to not even say give Mark a chance. I want to say I'm going to give Mark my support. Not a chance. I'm giving him my support. Now, if he fail, here what going to happen now. If he fail, he might go fail himself. Because I'm going to only be a one-time Prime Minister. I don't think him so foolish. I don't think him would so foolish. So I am making a plea. Well, if you not get on the voters list already, your name won't come out on the main voters list. But if you prolong it, there will be another chance, and I think I'm going to prolong it because I want to get more people on the voters list. Because Dayton Campbell put out a statement and says that in this exercise for March 31st, that the PNP had more people signing up. Drew Fall, good night, thank you. More than the JLP. Let me see if I find that comment and show it to you. Dayton Campbell, where am I now? See where we put it out here? So if you can read it. So let me read it for you. Say, I want to congratulate the PNP MPs and MP caretaker along with our workers we outnumbered, we outnumerate our opponent in the overwhelming majority of constituencies for the phases that ended today. One more target met. Well done, team PMP. This is what he said. See there? Because they would have known what they have done. Good night, Renee. Please don't use that term to me, Agri Baker. Me a friend, but me know why you use that term. Me know why you say you're prime minister. Kind of like you direct it to me. You must say the prime minister. I said, bro, God. But not me. Because I don't agree with nothing this man is doing. It upset my spirit. The two of them up America and him, they could have got on one island and rule it by themselves, man. That's why I use some aggressive way of doing things. I don't like it. We're not used to it that way neither. From the previous type of people them that governs the country. And it's a little bit disturbing now. To me. Yeah, that's a years again, because honestly, you would have never, you know that the parliament, if I did different finger, you forgot ever put in an ink for him. I'm not a Labourite, I will never be. Jamaica is on the brink of breaking. We need a change for real. We have to change it. It have to be changed. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber, it have to change. We have to change it. We have to change it. So, I really like this discussion tonight. And I really want to say I do love and appreciate you to keep coming back from time to time to the channel. I do love and I respect. But let me say this to all of us. All of us have a duty to perform. You know what is that duty? That duty is to, you know, so if all of us get one person, if we can convince one person, are you seeing that your community, if you live amongst the labor right them, and your friend them too, give them a talk, man. I don't mean no aggressive talk, just reason with them and say, boy, and you not deal right, you know, man. Because enough of them are see it, you know. Enough of them see it, you know. Glenn, that I feel that about when I know when that parties leave for Andrew for call it master, when I know and they look like they want to stretch you out. And who live in the diaspora. Yeah, man, talk to somebody. Send a message out, man. Send a message out. Send a message out. Talk to your neighbor. Encourage them. You know another thing you have to encourage the people them to do? Don't sell them vote. Don't sell them vote. So if you can talk to them and say, don't sell your vote. Anything they want to give you, black tank, zinc, cement, steel, no sell your vote. Because you see, after that, you have to go live with the consequence of the bad road. You have to go live with the consequence of the hospital and one bed. And no toilet paper in the hospital. All of them that you have to go live with. If your family member sick, what can steel and cement do? You need to vote for policies that will help your next generation down the line. Good thing my grandfather did vote for Michael Manley. That me could have come get free education. And them something they don't have to think about. Them something they don't have to think about. So hope and trust and understand. So it's not that we just come here for just come talk because you want likes and view. Of course we want likes and view. But my mission on this is to say if I can impart some knowledge to somebody who don't understand, that they can see the truth. And if I can convince one person using my platform, it's a victory. Every vote count. Every single vote count. Every vote count. So I want to say a special thank you. I love and I appreciate you all again for keep coming back to this channel, Life with Jennifer JM. Thank you for the support. It may be slow and we may not have the amount like other people, but the channel is still growing. We are now at 36K subscription and it is going. Remember when we didn't have none, so we just want to tell everybody bless up on a nice clean self. Pat, thanks again for being a part of this movement, and we are in this together. Spread the word. and the word is love. Until we meet again by this medium and this platform, I want to say, have a good night. Until we meet again. Love you all. Thank you, Renee. Yes, I know it can't be every day. Nothing can be the same every day. Even myself, sometimes I have other duties, so I can't come on all the time. But as much as I can, I will. All right? Love you. Until we meet again. Bye. Have a blessed night.